You know, the thing that I realize about us humans is that we are very, very quick to forget that there are countless numbers of people that don't believe in us. There are people who don't believe that we can't do it. There are people who don't believe that we will make it out. There are people who don't believe that we can do it. There are people who don't believe that we are capable, you know. There are people who have knocked us down, who have looked down on us. There are people who have let go of us. There are people there are people whose hope, goal, aim, and happiness and joy is to see that we don't make it out. Is to see that we are stuck. To see that we are failed. Is to see that our projects are failed projects. But we are very quick to forget these things. So we go back to distractions. We go back to procrastination. We go back to wasting time on our mobile phones. Meanwhile, there are people whose joy in life would be to see that we end up with no result. It's amazing, right? It's very funny. You know, I don't know about you, but me, I've been through spaces and I've been through rooms and environments where people don't think that I can do it. You know, people don't think that I can do it till the end of their lives. They just don't think that I have the ability to do it. They don't think that I have the ability to create, to manage project, to be in charge, to be patient, to learn, to lead, to make it out financially, to make it out family-wise. There are people who don't think that we are capable of loving. There are people who don't think that we are capable of kindness. There are people who just don't believe in us. For them, we are better off not being on this planet, you know. But my point is that we are so quick to forget. So we go back to spending all our lives on mobile phones. We are so quick to forget. Distraction, procrastination. Some of us, if we look down deep in our lives, there is no project going on in our lives. There are no investment. There are no projects. There is no learning going on day to day. There is nothing that we're building in our lives. You know, it's crazy. If you consider your age, I mean, you don't get to live forever. None of us gets to live forever, you know. And so if you put what you're supposed to do and you procrastinate it for later, like maybe later you're gonna build a business, or later you'll get the man, you do the marriage, or later you do this or do that, man, like you spend your youth wasting your time, and then you think that when you're older you will do what you said you would do. Man, that it don't make sense. It really doesn't make sense, you know. And I'm not a teacher on this. I'm not perfect at what I'm saying, but I'm saying, like, for me it's like a pain to me that we know the things we want to do, but we're not doing it, you know. Like, would you like to wake up someday in the future and realize that the reason you didn't make it out is because you never put the time in, you never put the work in, you never put your passion, your focus, your energy in? That's the reason you didn't make it. I mean, imagine the kind of pain you would go through. Would you like to wake up someday and realize that the reason you didn't make it is not because you didn't have resources, it's not because you didn't have tools, it's not because you didn't have people, it's not because you didn't have finances, you know, but it's because you just didn't put in the work, you didn't put in the energy, the passion, the focus, the love, the concentration. You couldn't avoid the things that eat up your life and your time. For me, that would be the greatest pain in my life. I would like to wake up someday and realize that I'm proud of myself, not because of the things that I've accumulated, but the fact that I was able to focus, the fact that I was able to create my own personal space, my own personal brand, my own personal image, my reputation, to build my own company, to build my own family. I was able to gather my focus together. That would be the things that I'm most proud about, you know. And the way that we live our life, like really, really distracted and procrastinators, like how we even going to manage families when you eventually get married, you have kids or something? How are you even going to manage? And when you look at yourself, you see like a family guy or a family lady, like a wife, you see like a mother, a father out of you. Come on, man. It's a leadership role. You can't lead like that. The point that I'm still trying to make is, don't forget, there are people who don't think that you are capable, you have the ability. There are people whose hope, whose prayer, and whose joy, happiness, and gladness is to say that you don't make it. In whatever field you've chosen for yourself, in whatever life your path is leading to, there are people whose hope and aim is that you end up with no result. So when you get distracted, when you are on your mobile, when you're not doing a study, when you're not going to the gym, when you're not creating the project, when you're not building your brand, your reputation, your image, when you're not focused, just remember there are people who deep down within their heart hope that you don't get result, hope that you do not surpass them. Don't forget that. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you got value from it, and I hope that I somehow ignited the fire in you that once was there. Till I make another video, see you some other time. Out.